another fiddle tune for you. Today I've got Jambalaya. Sounds good, doesn't it? I'd like to have some for dinner tonight, frankly. So let's play this tune. If you want to make a fiddle break out of this melody, and it's a fun one to do that with, some quick and simple, easy-ish things that you can do is add the shuffle pattern of down and a up and a to all the notes. Etc. You can just play it all the way through like that. Add double stops. So you can pretty much play on the drone A string or drone E string pretty much the whole time. If you want to take it a step further than that, you can add notes from the pentatonic scale. So a tool that would be useful for you is to practice the pentatonic scales for each chord. Now this is really simple because there's only two chords, D and A. So if you were to practice your D scale and then your A, you kind of go back and forth between the two. Once you get very comfortable doing that, try going from different notes of the scale, not always starting on the D or the A. So, for example, if I start the D chord, the D scale rather, but I'm playing on the A for the first note. Now I'm going to the A scale, to the B scale, no, sorry, to the D scale starting on B, to the C scale starting on C sharp, and on up. That can be a real brain twister, but it will really prepare you for being able to throw in those little pentatonic scale licks in the correct key. An idea of what that might sound like would be perhaps etc. The next thing that you can do, so this is kind of leveling up each time. If that feels comfortable and you want another challenge, practice all of the double stops in the triads of the chords in the tune. So you've got all the combinations of D, F sharp, and A for your D chord. So maybe A and D, A and F sharp, D and F sharp, D and A, D and F sharp, no, sorry, F sharp and A, F sharp and D, there it is. I'm trying to build them from the bottom up. That's easiest for my brain to think of them. A and F sharp, D and F sharp, and then you've got D and A. That one might not be as useful in this style of music. But a common Cajun thing to do, I'm going to call it the Cajun Shuffle. I don't know what it's really called. It's my name for it. Is to go from, say, example, one chord tone to the next. And if I add the A on top of that, so there for your D chord, you can do things like, or, so those are all some combinations of those double stops. So for the A chord, you'd have A and E, C sharp and E, C sharp and A, E and A, E and C sharp, A and C sharp, A and E, C sharp and E, C sharp and A. So you can play something like, so that's got my A and my E, first finger on both the G string and the D string, and then I'm adding the C sharp. So if I wanted to go back and forth between A and D, for example, song actually starts on D, so D. And that would be how you would play backup for a tune like this. So you can kind of come up with all sorts of different options. You can also play just the note below a chord tone. For example, if I'm going to the F sharp and A, I can go from the E so that you can add that in as well. Now throw those in, your solo might sound something like, you get the idea. So there's all sorts of things you can do with this tune. So have fun. That's the most important part.